Title: The Devouring House. In the heart of a small, forgotten town nestled deep within the woods, there stood an ancient mansion. Its once grand facade was now weathered and worn, draped in shadows that seemed to cling to its crumbling walls like a shroud. Locals whispered of its sinister past, tales of disappearances and strange occurrences that plagued the town for generations. They called it the Devouring House. Few dared to venture near, and those who did spoke of eerie whispers that echoed through the halls and windows that flickered with an otherworldly glow. But despite the warnings, curiosity often proved stronger than fear. One fateful night, a group of adventurous teenagers, drawn by tales of the mansion's dark secrets, decided to explore its haunted halls. Among them was Sarah, a bold and fearless soul who scoffed at the superstitions that gripped the town. As they stepped through the creaking doorway, the air grew thick with a sense of foreboding. Shadows danced along the walls, and the floorboards groaned beneath their feet. But Sarah led the way, her flashlight cutting through the darkness like a beacon of defiance. They wandered deeper into the mansion, each room more decrepit than the last. But as they reached the heart of the house, they stumbled upon a sight that chilled them to the bone. In the center of the room stood a grotesque statue, its features twisted into a sinister grin. Its eyes seemed to follow their every move, and a feeling of dread washed over them like a tidal wave. Suddenly, the floor beneath them trembled, and the walls began to groan with a hunger that seemed to emanate from the very foundation of the house. Panic seized the group as they realized the true nature of the Devouring House. With nowhere to run, they found themselves trapped in a nightmare of their own making. The walls closed in around them, the very air thick with the stench of decay, and as they screamed for mercy, the mansion seemed to feed on their fear. Growing stronger with each desperate plea, Sarah fought against the suffocating darkness, her heart pounding with a courage born of desperation. With a final burst of strength, she hurled herself towards the shattered window, shards of glass raining down around her like icy daggers. But as she tumbled into the night, she knew that the Devouring House would never be satisfied. For in its depths, it hungered not for flesh, but for the souls of those who dared to trespass upon its cursed domain. As the sun rose over the horizon, the mansion stood silent once more, its secrets buried deep within its haunted halls. And though the town may have forgotten, the memory of those lost to the Devouring House would forever haunt the nightmares of those who dared to remember.